All right, so what's going on, Unique?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. So we're sitting down with you today, and this is I'm sorry, this is a different type of interview situation than what we usually do here on Une3kK for our Whack-Free Wednesday. We're face to face. That's pretty much the difference. Usually, I ask the questions or send out the questions, and the talent writes it back and everything like that. But today we're sitting down with you. So how you been?
I've been good, man.
You all right?
Busy, man. Like, it's really, really busy trying to catch up on a lot of mixing and tying up a lot of loose ends before I make this move.
Okay. You making a move?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like you're moving.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm supposed to be moving to Newport News here soon. So.
Oh, that's what's up.
Get back to 757.
Oh, okay. Are they gonna welcome you back? Is gonna be a parade and everything?
No. I'm gonna go incognito.
Incognito. I got you. All right. So unique is rather unique. Excuse the pun. How'd you get the name like that? Because you spell it very differently too. You dropped your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So unique. How'd you get that name?
That was a nickname I got branded with like all the way back in the 8th grade. Like I don't really know how it came up, but the interesting thing was that I liked the sound of that name, but it was difficult because I had to find out a way to spell it, right? Because unique just wasn't unique enough, right? So everybody has used it, and I literally just got on Google. It took me 3 years to figure out the exact spelling, and there's different variations of it, like on the previous projects that you see. So, after 3 years, I sat there and draw it out and Google it and see if anybody, had a name, and they didn't. So.
Right, and let me get this right. It's capital U, lowercase n, lowercase e, the number 3, lowercase k, capital K.
Yep.
See? Yeah, see, but I pay attention.
And it screws everybody up because nobody really knows how to pronounce it. Like,
yeah. You know who screws up even more? Siri.
Yeah.
Anytime I try to call you, and I'm like trying to do a hands-free thing because you don't text and drive, right?
Yeah,
Tell people you don't text and drive.
I text and drive a lot.
So I pull Siri up and I ask her, call Unique. And Unique is not in your phone.
No.
And then I tried to say it the way, like phonetically. Okay, call Une3kK.
Yeah,
there's no one like that in your phone. So you make it so annoying for me that I have to actually go into my contacts. But it's fine.
Stop being lazy.
Right. Well, you know what? You know what though? I wasn't, so that's why we're here now today. Right. So talk about your inspirations, man. Like who inspires you to create?
Well, I don't know, man. Tech Now was a big inspiration for me, but it wasn't as much as his style that inspired me, but it was just how real he was and what it is that he talked about, because he wasn't out like, I'm a gangster and I do this, or he wasn't. He didn't have like a set lane. You know what I'm saying? Like any album that you listen to from him was just so sporadic and it was so different and he was weird. Like everybody, I feel like anybody that was just weird was appealing, right? Because it makes you different, it lets you know that you're actually being true to yourself. So I took that as an artist. I'm like, wow, like maybe like all these other rappers just stop trying to be like everybody else, and I should just like be me.
Right.
So,
yeah. I got you. Well, go ahead and tell me about getting writer's block or not having writer's block, or what happens when writer's block strike for you.
I really don't get it often, but if I do, it's literally just as simple as just going to get some Red Bull. Like seriously, I'll just drink a can of Red Bull and I'll sit there and either it comes to me or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then I'll leave it alone for a week. But the thing about me is that I got about 3 or 4 subject notebooks that I've already written ahead. So if I ever stop writing, I got like a month or so buffer of stuff that's already written. So it doesn't really hinder the grind at all. So I mean, it is, because when I write, man, I write like a lot. I write spurts of stuff. So
you write inside the beat or outside the beat?
Inside the beat, always. Yeah,
okay.
Always.
Cool.
You gotta make sure you ride the beat. Like a lot of people write outside of a beat, then they try to make it fit, but it's never gonna fit the same. Like I actually, if you ever pay attention to a lot of songs or verses that I write, man, especially this one in specific is called Beat Blink, it's about to come out October the 16th on the Hypnosis Volume 1.
Right. Yeah, and we're gonna get to that, but continue.
Right. When you listen to my verse on there, you'll notice that every syllable hits a snare. Right? Every syllable will go to a snare because it's the way that I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? You have to ride the beat. Then there's a part in the beat where it breaks down and there's a lot of melodic piano in it. right? And you go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you have to ride it with that, but like a lot of people don't do that. You know, so I feel like that's one thing that makes me different. Like, now that people don't really listen to a song and let it write itself. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I completely understand. You know, just like, for example, like sculptors or even painters.
Exactly.
But sculptors, I think, is a better analogy. And you know where I'm coming from with this. It's a rock. All you do is strip away what you don't need.
Exactly. That's it.
Very good, yeah. So, Hypnosis, Volume 1. What the hell is that? Because your last record was No Regrets, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but I'm interested in this Hypnosis Volume 1.
Well, Hypnosis, man, I come across a few years ago, I met Ariel Jones, and she ended up being a very, very close friend of mine. She also goes by the now Une3kK. And we run into her, and she's like, all right, well, let me check this guy out or whatever and see what he's about, because she's like heard my name around. And coming to her studio one night, and she just had a plethora of beats, and she had just been finding artists to just kind of fit in. Nobody could really get the job done. And I, you know, for like months, man, for like the first like 6 months of me and her like really like having an artist-producer relationship, I just ran through so many beats, and I had a lot of like local artists like Caruso. He was there during this journey. Influence was there during this time, and then you got Nika and D and a lot of other artists that would kind of just pop up or just show up at the studio one night, and everybody would just grab a verse and just get it done. Well, we did that long enough. We ended up with like 30 tracks. We ended up with like 30 tracks that they're just done. Right? But that put me in another boat, because I'm like, all right, well, I'm the only one that engineers, right? I'm the only one that does any kind of mixing. So you got 10 people at the top of the assembly line throwing down stuff, and then you got one person at the bottom trying to sort it all out. And like, I got overwhelmed, so that's why it's been so long since it's been out. But like I said, Beat Blue is the first one that I'm releasing, so that will be out.
And that's gonna have a video and a single release and everything.
It's gonna have the whole 9. All of that. So that'll be out October the 16th, and from that point I plan on dropping all of them like within a span of like 3 weeks apart. Just boom, 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 just getting them all done.
So when can we expect Beat Blue?
Beat Blue will be here October 16th.
October 16th.
Via iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, Rhapsody, whatever else you can use. iHeart. It's supposed to be on iHeart.
Well, that's what's up. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Any other secrets you can give us about Hypnosis Volume 1, or just Beat Blue is it?
Well, man, you know what? I'll tell you whatever you want to know, man. Hypnosis is by far going to be one of my most favorite projects I've ever done, because that's like the project where I got to grow as much as an artist, and as well, that's the first project I had like my producer, somebody that kind of tailor-made stuff for me. You know what I'm saying? I went from recording by myself to where like I actually have somebody in there like actually helping, like, you know what, maybe you should tighten up on that. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you should redo this. Or are you okay with that?
Well, you know, it always helps to have a second set.
Exactly. 2 brains are better than 1, which is great minds collaborate. Right? That's what we do. It's great minds collaborate. So when you come into a situation of crafting a song, it's always better to have more heads when you collaborate, right? So that song, that whole CD is just extremely diverse, man. Like nothing on there is the same. So you'll hear like a lot of different sides of Unique.
Well, good. Well, let's talk about the one side of Unique that you did already expose to the world on your No Regrets album / mixtape, whatever you want to call it. And I had the opportunity of actually seeing the very first and the very first physical copy that was ever created. And you like to keep those things as mementos. Right. One of my favorite tracks, Attention. Hands down, you know, the flow on it, the hook on it. The hook is, for you, those of you that haven't heard Attention, the hook, it's wordy, but you get it right away. Yeah. So talk about No Regrets a little bit and how Unique on No Regrets translates to Hypnosis Volume 1.
Well, No Regrets obviously came first. Well, actually, it was actually in the midst. I started No Regrets a few months prior to even starting Hypnosis, so I was literally tying them both up at the same time. But I don't know, like I feel like No Regrets showed a lot of growth, but like you can't really tell that until you hear Hypnosis, because when you hear that, you're like, wow, like that's really like a lot more growth than even was on No Regrets. But No Regrets, man, was just a project I just really got to pour myself. You know, like I pretty much, there was not a lot of features on it, but the features that were on it were like extremely solid. So like I had a whole lot of canvas to just really like just let it all out, and I feel as though I accomplished that. So yeah.
Cool, man. So we're gonna go through a little rapid fire questions here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, pizza or burger?
Burger.
Audi or Corvette?
Corvette.
Blondes or brunettes?
Brunette.
You look like you didn't have to think about that,
No,
but then you did
yeah.
a little bit.
No, brunettes definitely.
Snapbacks or fitteds?
Fitteds. All the time. Fitteds.
Yeah.
I don't like snapbacks.
Yeah.
It's personal.
Okay. Well, here I'm asking another question that you might be able to mention a few other things you don't like, but this is a staple question that we always ask every single one of our Whack Free Wednesday artists.
Okay.
How can we, as a community, improve the state of hip hop that is currently in at this moment?
Rebuke it.
Rebuke it.
You rebuke it all. Like it's terrible, man. Like it's I don't know, like you got your Fetty Wap and he's like, I don't know, man, like I can't stand ignorant artists. You know, and like sometimes you don't even realize how ignorant a person is until like you, like for instance, get on YouTube and like actually like look at interviews for them, and then they're just like, they actually talk the same way that they sound on the track, and they're like and like I don't, like that shit is terrible. Like Snoop Dogg said it best on one of his interviews with 50 Cent that kind of went viral on Facebook. But yeah, but it's terrible. Like Fetty Wap is garbage, Future is garbage. Oh no, I did like one song with Future. It was catchy. I can't remember what it was called. Amigos is the worst thing that ever happened. I think it started with Soulja Boy back in the day. Like he was terrible. Who else is garbage? YG is not that great. He's not that great. YG
So I don't want to answer the question for you, but it sounds like you have the answer of lyricism and actually
like
taking...
where's the lyricism? Like when you listen to a lot of those songs, you're like, oh, Young Thug, worst thing to ever happen in hip hop ever was Young Thug, right? But that song like Lifestyle or something like that, most people don't even know what it is that he's saying. And I've had many conversations with like a lot of other people as far as like that particular song. What is he saying? Nothing. You don't know what he's saying, but it sounds good and it sounds catchy. So the shit took flame. And sometimes like just people are just so small-minded. You hear a lot of artists, man, that's just putting down their own people or putting down women, right? And I'm not like saying, I don't know, like who wants to listen to somebody that glorifies death to their own people? And when I say own people, I'm not saying death to black people, because I know that's how some people, I'm just going to say death to people in general, because I believe race to be a made up thing. I mean, like, it's not made up, it's real, but...
I've heard it called a social construct.
It's there you go. Good way to put it. But who wants to listen to that? To listen to you glorifying selling drugs when you only get killed or locked up, right? Or glorifying calling, degrading women all the time, right? It was this one song I was chilling with a girl a while back, and she was listening to it was by Kid Cam, and I don't know if you can bleep this out or not, but it's called "Owe Me That Pussy," right? And that song, like, she played it, and I listened to like a little bit of it, and I'm like, yo, why are you listening to that? Right? Because he's portraying the fact that, oh, okay, well, I did this for you, or I did that for you. Now all of a sudden you owe me, you owe me what's between your legs because I did this, that, and the third. But I don't love you. I don't respect you. I'm not gonna respect you. I don't want to love you. I'm only treating you good because I want what's between your legs.
Right? So it sounds like you feel that's a very cancerous thing.
It is a very cancerous thing because first of all, your men are gonna start thinking, oh, well, damn, that's all I got to do, and that's what I'm gonna get, right? Because men are dogs. That's what we want. But they feel as though the only thing they have to do is that. They don't feel as though they have to respect you or they have to love you in order to get that from you. You know what I'm saying? And then women think, oh, well, damn, I must not have to respect myself because, you know, that's all he wants anyway. And everybody lowers the standards. And I feel like that's what hip-hop is doing, is making people lowering their standards. You know?
So to improve it from this point, you would, in 3 words. 3 words.
To improve it?
To improve hip-hop from this point.
Man, why you eliminate the words?
Well, lyricism, you said, is more.
Yeah, lyricism, that's definitely one. It makes it complicated. Compassion. That's one thing that's missing out of hip hop is compassion.
And what else? And the last thing.
Talent. Get people that actually have talent. Seriously. Like, get people that are actually talented individuals. And I'm not saying, like, oh, pick me because I think I'm talented. I'm like, nah, man. Like, if you're talented, like, Busta Rhymes was talented. Right? Lil Wayne wasn't even talented, I don't think, but his work ethic was nuts, and that's what made him. But Nas was talented. Common was talented. You know what I'm saying? Pick talented people. Tech Nine is talented. Pick somebody that can do something that nobody else can, but with logic. Because Young Thug does some shit that nobody else can. But, you know, it's not logical.
Alright, well, I get that. It's not logical, people.
No.
Alright, Unique, I appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you so much. This has been a Whack-Free Wednesday interview.
It was good being here.
Yeah, man. Anything else you want to say to the people, right into the camera?
Yeah, go get my single Beat Blue when it comes out October 16th. The leaks will be posted very soon.